Oh, hi. Welcome to another edition of Socrates Explains Everything. I'm here in front of another windmill explaining something. Yeah, I know. I like windmills. I live in the Netherlands and we got windmills. I like them. Wanted to talk a little bit about capitalism. Now, in America, they'd have knocked that thing down a long time ago and put up a Starbucks. Well, 4 Starbuckses, but nonetheless, Starbuckses. The problem is, of course, capitalism doesn't uh, value properly. The biggest problem is, of course, the difference between what is cost and what is value. In capitalism, a cost is what you spend money for. A value is what you can then sell it for minus your cost. It doesn't take in any account things like cost in the true sense of the word, like waste, energy, time, and especially pollution. I think the truth of the matter is that's what a cost is. Cost is essentially waste more than anything else. And value, value is something that reduces your costs. Capitalism as we currently have it doesn't really capture these things properly. It just sort of comes down to what can you basically come close to stealing as possible and then selling it as close to infinity as possible. Apple is one of the best capitalist examples as possible. They squeeze their suppliers to the point where they have suicide nets around the factories, and they sell their products for the price that nobody can barely believe, as close to infinity as they can get. So for me, the biggest problem in discussing capitalism is as soon as you say you have a complaint about capitalism, the first thing people will say is, well, what do you like, socialism or communism? And if nothing else, if we could get past that, I would be happy, because communism and socialism are political systems. They're not economic systems. Capitalism, on the other hand, is an economic system. Now, the political system influences the economic system, but they're completely different things. The Chinese are communists and they're capitalists. You can be both. In fact, everyone's always been a capitalist. There's never been anything but capitalism. Those people know what I'm talking about. Even barter is capitalism. You know, a pig is equal 7 chickens, or 2 pieces of gold means that 1 piece of gold is worth half a pig, or 7.5 chickens. It's still capitalism. So if we could work on a new system, basically the opposite of capitalism is a system that's never been developed. It's never been used. It hasn't existed yet. It's something that we need to work on that has to basically capture the value of capitalism, which is incentive. The one thing capitalism does is it incentivizes people. But the reason it incentivizes them is death, starvation, if you will. And to be a slave under pain of death, that's a really poor choice for society. I think we can do better. You know, years ago they were like, hey, we've got us a nice windmill. But we thought we could do better. And we have. So this is Socrates for Socrates Explains Everything, here in Aalsmeer, under the flight path, and it's been nice and quiet. Capitalism. We can do a whole lot better. We improved the windmill, didn't we? 1742 that was built. 1742. Massive, massive engineering achievement. The energy, look at these beams. The energy this thing can produce is just phenomenal. It drained the land. I love it here. Bravo, Dutch people. Bravo. Bravo.